So next week, we're going to be picking up our very first Stonebelt inventory. Boxes of gis, rash guards, t-shirts, and belts that didn't exist a year ago. And to be honest, this is the moment where everything becomes real for us. Because until these boxes arrive, everything we've done building Stonebelt has just been an idea. For the last 9 months, Stonebelt has mostly existed in the shadows. I've done countless emails, design files, supplier conversations on the other side of the world, hundreds of hours spent working on something that you can't actually touch or barely see. Sometimes it's almost felt like I was running a ghost company. The evenings and weekends building something, solving problems, making decisions, but there's no physical object to show for it. After a while, that invisible grind turns into something that takes a toll, and you start wondering if all of those hours will ever turn into something that's actually real. But the truth is, that's part of the journey, and when you try to build something, those things will happen. Stonebelt actually started as a simple idea that I shared with my wife about maybe a year ago. And I've been thinking about entrepreneurship for, a very long time, way beyond this year. But there's always been this tension that exists between a few things: finding what actually works, finding something that's viable, something that we can actually financially do, that we have the resources to do, and choosing something you genuinely care about, because it's going to take a lot of work. So you might as well enjoy where you're going and what you're doing. Eventually, I realized something. If I was going to build something, I had to intersect the things that already mattered in my life, that I already enjoy doing, what we're capable of doing, and what we're willing to do with our energy and our time. And that's where the idea of building a jiu-jitsu related brand came about. And from there, the process really started to unfold, and we brainstormed and we built financial plans. And me and my wife talked countless nights, defining what our brand would stand for, what it was important to us. And then there was opening the business, doing all the administrative stuff, finding suppliers, ordering samples, rejecting some, keeping some, doing changes and adjustments, learning things that I didn't even know I needed to learn in order to run a business. So I basically had to learn how to build a website, how to manage an online store, how to bring products from an idea to something that could actually exist. And over the last 9 months, the process is taking every evening and every weekends that I've had. Most people haven't seen that part of the work because they only see what I post on social media. And even that's been a huge learning curve. But I can tell you that hundreds of hours are behind all the work that we've been doing for Stonebelt. And honestly, I have no regrets. I would do in a heartbeat tomorrow if I had to. Even if some people around me, close friends and family, probably think I'm a little crazy for working this much for something I don't even have a product for yet. But when you care about the end objective and you've really set yourself a goal that you enjoy for yourself, the work, it just doesn't feel the same. And somewhere along the way, it became clear that Stonebelt was actually about something bigger than just, a fightwear brand. It wasn't something we had to invent. It came naturally from the way I already see things, whether that's in my professional life or whether that's how I view jiu-jitsu or even our family life together. Things that are important to me became important for building Stonebelt. So consistency, discipline, durability, simplicity. We live in a world where, unfortunately, almost everything has an expiration date. We see fast cycles, fast trends. Things are designed basically nowadays to be replaced very quick. And even in jiu-jitsu, as the sport grows, you can start to feel some of this marketing, I don't know how you want to call it, but you can start to feel this phenomenon creeping in. You got a bunch of newer companies releasing flashy designs, constant new marketing schemes. But when you train consistently day in and day out, you start caring for things that actually matter. Like, does the gear hold up? Can I wash it like 5 times a week and still have it in a year? Does it fit me properly? Can I rely on this, session after session? And that's really what pushed us to build Stonebelt the way we did, because that's all we had in mind. That's why we are aiming for like simple, timeless designs that are going to last a long time. That's why I'm not going to build ultralight 250 GSM gis, because they're pieces of paper that you barely can wear 6 months without tearing them apart. So, it looks good on paper, and it's fun, it feels light, but it's genuinely not something you can train with for a very long time. So we've made choices as a business along the way to reflect the way that we actually live our lives, and the way that I actually wish I could buy a car that still lasts 30 years. But those don't exist anymore, or they barely do if they do exist. So Stonebelt is all about building simple designs, durable construction, gear built to be around for quite a while with good fundamentals. And I'll be completely honest with you guys. Right now, we're doing the best that we can with the resources that are available to us. But the long-term goal has always been to keep improving our products with time and to raise the standards constantly. And I'll even go as far as saying that my dream would even be to produce in Canada one day. But even now, the principles are going to stay the same: consistency, durability, simplicity, because those are the values that reflect who we are as people to begin with. Now, obviously, there's a ton of risks involved in doing something like this. And for a big brand, ordering 50 gis and 100 t-shirts and rash guards, for them, it's probably a sample size and they don't even think about it. But for a small family project like ours, it's actually a big step. And it's a proof that we believe in this concept and this brand and what it can do for the jiu-jitsu market. We poured a part of our savings into this project because we believe in it. Because we believe we can bring something valuable to the jiu-jitsu community. But at the end of the day, the market decides. People will either see value in what we're doing or they won't. That's really the reality of building something, and it's the harsh truth of business. All we can do is stand behind our products and stand behind what we believe is right and how we can build something that's both sustainable as a business model, but also sustainable for the community and for the jiu-jitsu and for the gear that we wear. You can be sure that I'm giving it everything that I have. So right now we're like in this strange moment, the moment before everything becomes actually real and tangible. So obviously we're really excited, but there's also a little bit of stress. When those boxes arrive, we'll finally see the result of everything we've been working for all these 9 months. And until you open that first box and you see what's in it, there's always this little voice at the back of your mind saying, what if something went wrong? What if we made a mistake along the way? But that's also part of the process. Just assuming the risk, taking the leap of faith, and believing in what you've actually built and in the work that you've done prior to that point. So next week, we finally get to see the fruit of our labor. We'll be picking up the inventory at the port and bringing it home, and we're going to be opening the boxes together as a family. We're going to be filming this moment, obviously, so if you're interested in following our journey, then I invite you to come back next week, because that's when we're finally going to see what 9 months of work actually looks like.